Hi, I'm Wendy, and I am an ICF ACC coach, and I am also a code model coach through WEL-Systems Institute. I have been working through the Artist Way program by Julia Cameron, and I'm now finishing up week 3. So for those of you that are following along, I'm actually using It's Never Too Late to Begin Again, that book, which really pertains more to people that are in retirement, kind of like me. And then the other one, the original one, is called The Artist's Way. Topics are a little bit different in each of the books. And It's Never Too Late. The topic this week was connection. And the topic in The Artist's Way was regaining a sense of power. Both of these topics really resonate with me. Connection in particular, because I'm not looking at connection so much with other people, but connection with myself. I think it's natural in life that we, from time to time, lose that connection with what's important to us, with our core values and what it is that we really want to do and be as we move through our lives. This particular week spoke to that a lot. And as I was going through and doing my morning pages, I found myself weepy a couple of times as I reflected on not only my childhood, but my family and my parents, my own daughters. It was really interesting to look back at the last few years and the things that I've changed about myself and how I've grown and what this all means to me now. So the book right behind me, Round Trip, is one that I wrote that talks about my journey over the last few years, particularly quitting my job and hopping on a motorcycle and driving across Canada and what I learned. A big part of that journey, probably the biggest takeaway from that was that I reconnected with myself. I learned that it was important to live life on my own terms. So extremely important. The Artist's Way tasks, if you will, the morning pages and artist dates and just walks are so instrumental in helping people to do that. So I highly recommend that you jump in and follow this program. You don't have to start at week 3. You can go back to the beginning if you want. There's a video on each week, so you get a chance to look at it. For the Artist's Way, we talk about a sense of power, and again, that's kind of a sense of personal power. It's not power over other people, but really an ability to act on our own behalf. That's how I would define that personal power. And I'm gonna share a diagram. It's called the structure of reality. And if we look at this, this kind of speaks to both of these topics very clearly to me. If we look at this circle as being the total of all knowledge in the world, I can look at a very small slice as being the things that I know of everything that's in the world. There's another small slice of the things that I know that I don't know. So for instance, I know my name is Wendy. I know that I live outside Montreal. I know that I have 2 daughters. There's some things that are facts in my life. Then there's some things that I know that I don't know. I've never scuba dived, for instance. I know it exists, but I've never done that. I grew up in Canada, in Nova Scotia, and then moved to the Montreal area. My reality as a Canadian is very different than the reality, for instance, of somebody that lives in Fiji. The really cool thing about this is that if you look outside what I know, and what I know that I don't know, everything out there in that circle, in the sum of all knowledge, are things that I don't know. Kind of let that settle for a minute. That's quite huge. And really, it's outside of those things where those green dot moments occur. So when I finally or suddenly see something that I didn't know before, that opens up creativity, innovation, empowerment, and change. So when we're talking about connection to self, my belief is that when we lose that connection, our worlds kind of shrink a little bit, and we go through life thinking that we have to do things in a certain way, the shoulds and the have tos. When we can kind of kick that aside and reconnect to our core self, our own core values, then it frees us up to explore. And that's when we can discover all those things that we don't know. We're free to do that. In the same way, the topic of personal power, it gives you the ability to get curious and investigate those things. Oftentimes when we live stressful lives, or lives where there has been trauma, or we've just got too many things on the go, we're addicted to our cell phones, whatever, we shut ourselves down and we don't look to learn other things. And I think this more than anything else is what the Artist's Way and this other program, It's Never Too Late to Begin Again, helped to do for us. It's opening our world up so we can discover something new. And that's where the magic is. So keep doing your morning pages. This week I am taking an artist date to the hairdresser. I'm gonna see what to do with my hair. I don't know when it'll be, but it'll be something different next week. And I'm gonna start taking walks, which I have not been doing all by myself. So that's my plan this week. Keep writing and have fun.